Hello everybody and welcome to Mayfly tying channel. Today I'm going to be tying you a Mayfly Nymph that did particularly well on lock Sheeling last year when the dries didn't work. The hooking device is a Camasan B800 and the thread I'm going to be using is Semperfli's classic wax thread 12/0 in brown. I'm going to be starting the flight at the end of the thorax, which is about there. And we come down towards the bend of the hook in touching turns, or relatively touching turns. And I'll come to a point midway between the barb of the hook and the point. And it's at that point I cut that thread off. Now we're going to be using pheasant tail fibres for the tail, and I've just tore off about 8 fibres. And I'm going to roll those between my fingers so it splays them. And the length of those fibres needs to be about the gape of the hook. And I'm going to tie those in on top of the hook shank. I'm going to bend them over. When I get to where the thorax starts, I'm going to bend them over. Come back down. Bend them back again. Come back over. I can snip them off there. Now I've got a natural taper in there now, so I don't have to worry about creating that taper with the dubbing. Now I'm going to put a rib in next, and the rib is Semperfli's red wire, 0.3 of a millimetre. And I'm going to tie this fella in. Go all the way down. This is Semperfli's cream sparkle dub, which I'm going to use for the body. And just twist it on a dubbing noodle. Tighten it up. Put a turn on and twist it on. Okay. So you get right down to the bottom. And then we're coming up to that point, or we can rip off all the excess. We put our rib on. 5 turns. Tie that one off. You can worry that. Now, I want some more pheasant tail fibres. I'm bringing these out at 90 degrees to the rakis because I want these tips level. And then I'm just going to cut them off square. I'm going to tie that wing case in, or wing case cover. I want a straight turn there, so I don't want a wonky wing case. I'm using the same sparkle dubbing. And creating a thicker dubbing noodle because we want a pronounced thorax, so plenty of it. I'll just get some more if I need it. Back over the top. Pull them right over. Couple of turns to hold it, just to make sure it's on top. Yeah, that's good. And liking that, we can tie it down. And I'm coming underneath. And then I'm going to snip those off. But I'm keeping hold of them in my fingers. I'm going to turn that over now. I'm going to use those fibres that I've just snipped off for the legs. And I'm just coming in, tying those in just before the point of the hook. And I'm having a look at those and see if they are level. And just me moving around a touch and splaying a touch just with my thumbnail. Just coming in, touching it with a thumbnail. And they're splayed out to where I want them. And then I can tie those down. And again, I can come up and underneath. And I can snip those out. Tight as I can. Neaten everything up. Right, now we're going to use this stuff, which is polyyarn, Semperfli's polyyarn in orange. And I'm only going to use half that thickness, so I'm going to split that, which gives me this. I'm just going to straighten those ends up. So I can tie those in. Get them in the position I want them, and then pull back. Tie them in. And the same on the other side. Square everything off. Tie them in. Pull them back. Get them in position while I'm doing that. that again because they're not in the right position. Square them off. Don't be frightened of starting again if you need to. If things aren't right, it'll be a better fly for it. Right, neaten everything up, put a nice neat head on it. Right in at that root. Quick finish. Cut the sides or the breathers to size. And give the head a drop of super glue. I put my super glue on with a dubbing needle, and I use Loctite super glue because it is waterproof and it doesn't go milky when it's been in the water a length of time. Well, we've got the nymph tied. How are we going to fish them? Well, I fished a wash and line method last year on Sheeling, and we were fishing 20-25 feet of water, so I needed a fast sinking line, DI7. I would throw my flies out as far as I could, and then slowly figure eight of them back. You could, of course, fish a straight line in with a long leader, but you'd need to weight the nymph if you were going to do that, or the nymph on the point. But my preference would be to wash and line for with a booby type nymph on the point.